Welcome to the I Triumph Real Estate Blueprint Podcast, where greatness awaits you. So when you start to look at these
Mhm.
these different loan products, based on your experience and what you've seen in the course of your 28 years in the business, your young 28 years in the business, um, what are some of the challenges that you see that borrowers normally run up against when they do these types of loans?
So even let's talk about the challenges even before we get a borrower who will do the loan.
Okay.
So part of the challenge in doing more of these loans, because we're looking to expand our footprint of renovation loans, because it is a way for a lot of people to be able to broaden their search in terms of homes. And we need that. We need that. I'm specifically, on the phone calling agents and calling on houses that are as is, that are not the pretty house, and saying to the agents, hey, listen, you know, you can offer that home as, remarket that home as a renovation loan. Like someone can do a renovation loan. You don't have to limit yourself to investors on these homes, because you can actually start to look at selling this home to a buyer. And so there's the challenge, initially, is, clients speaking to realtors who have no knowledge, or who are afraid to use this because they think it's going to take longer, they think it's going to be too much, when really the lender is actually the one that's kind of managing everything. The realtor just needs to be open enough to be able to introduce the buyer to homes that may meet that their numbers within their range. And so there's a re-education there. After getting into the process, I would say that one of borrowers face challenges when they don't know what to expect. And so people get frustrated when they think this is supposed to happen, but really that happens.
Right.
And so, I put it back on the lender. It's up to us to be able to set realistic expectations up front. And buyers, got to understand that there are a lot of moving parts. There are a lot of things. There are a lot of people involved. There's a lot of people involved on a normal real estate transaction.
Right.
Then you add, with this type of transaction, you add the county. If there's permits needed, you add, materials and labor and contractors, and it may be some subcontractors and a HUD consultant. So there are a lot of moving parts. And so pack your patience, be prepared to ask any question that you want, and also do your diligence do your due diligence on finding that contractor. Do some work. Find someone that is reputable, that you know of, that is reputable, that is not um, operating their business on a shoestring budget.
Hmm.
Because depending upon the type of renovation loan that you do, that contractor may have to do some of that work initially up front out of their pocket. And
Yeah.
so, if you have somebody that has no money, that's not going to work.
Right.
Okay. So if you work with somebody, you get what you pay for. That's what I say. And so those are what I sometimes see to be the challenges, where the thing, where people get a little, on edge about timelines. Sometimes because even after they close, I'm still there. I'm still talking to them. My renovation department is still working with them to get their project completed, to get the monies dispersed. And so, people get thrown off on timelines. And so that communication with the contractor in terms of how long this is going to take. what your expectations are in this amount of time, understanding that things come up, things happen, you know, sometimes that nobody has control over. So
Right.
just keeping that in mind, that it is a lot of moving parts. But you know, what I've seen is I've seen people be able to get really the home of their dreams
Yeah.
without having to, you know, and still be able to stay within the budget that is feasible for them.
You know
That's
what?
what I like. And be able to purchase a home in a neighborhood, in an area where they want to be. Because that's the one thing we know about the house that we can't change, right? Is where it is.
Where it is.
Everything else can be changed.